Today we're going to continue our work with the reading skill of comparing texts in the same genre. As we talked about yesterday, a genre is a type of story. So we have two large genres. We have our fiction genre, which is our stories that are made up, they're not true. And we have our nonfiction genre, which is our stories or our texts that are true. So a lot of times this is going to be your informational texts. Today, we're going to be looking at two new stories that are written in the same genre, and we're going to be looking for how they are similar and how they are different. Let's take a look at the objective down at the bottom. I can compare and contrast texts in the same genre. So I can identify how they are similar and I can identify how they are different. Yesterday, we looked at a couple different types of genres, and today you're going to be working with two fables. Fables are stories that oftentimes teach a lesson, and they use animals to teach that lesson. The lesson can also be called a theme. The theme is the message or the lesson that an author wants to tell the reader. So you're going to see today in the fables how the author uses the animals to teach you a lesson or to teach you a theme. You're going to be looking for how these two fables are similar and how they are different. The first fable that you're going to be reading is called The Dog and His Reflection. You'll read the text and you'll answer the comprehension questions to the side. Then you're going to be looking for how this story teaches you a lesson about greed. The character, the dog in this story, is going to be showing greed, and you as the reader are going to be learning a lesson from the dog about being greedy. You're going to then read the second text called The Swollen Fox. Again, you're going to answer the comprehension questions, and then you're going to identify how the fox showed greed and the lesson that it teaches you about being greedy. You'll come to a chart very similar to the one you completed yesterday. For each of the stories, you will identify and type what happened in the story, and then you will pick out 3 things that both of the stories had in common. You might think about the topic, you might think about the theme, you might think about the genre, some things that they had in common. To finish today, you will be completing a written response. Both stories share a similar theme about greed. Write a paragraph explaining how both stories teach a lesson about greed with 4 sentences. We take a look at the bottom. This is the paragraph structure to help you write your response. In the first sentence, you're going to tell us what the theme is about greed. What lesson do we learn about greed? Then you'll explain how the first story showed this theme. Then you'll explain how the second story showed this theme. For your last sentence, you can use this as a conclusion sentence, or you can use it to provide more details about the theme. Make sure that your examples are coming from the text, how both of the stories showed the theme about greed. Let us know if you have any questions, and we hope that y'all have a great day today.